have a nan.
I've still got a nan. I got one left.
Mine died before I was born, apart from the one who just lasted till I was 6 months.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
It's a fair stretch.
She was the one with integrity, though.
Nans with integrity.
There's no integrity in the South Wales Valleys, my friend.
Oh, now you mention that. That is this week's subject. Today's support club is talking about growing up and generally living in the valleys. Wonderful place. Amazing.
Can we just appreciate that segue for a second?
It was fucking smooth like butter.
You probably heard me exhale through my mouth and my nose probably at the same time. My eyes were closed. I was in a state of bliss, man. I listen to so many podcasts. When I hear a good segue, it's poetry in motion.
I do appreciate it.
So, let's, I don't know. Let's start talking about our trials and tribulations and general living in the valleys. Pete was saying before the podcast, you said you were getting out of the bath earlier, and Pete's like, I imagine Skitty in one of those old fucking tin baths in front of the fire.
I didn't say you specifically. What I said was like, for some reason, that's the image that came out of my head.
A wash in the bosh.
Wash in the bosh, tin bath Skitty.
It's a good Western in.
But you raised a good point, Pete, that I'm now going to use, and I'm going to edit out me saying that you had a good point. So the next talking point, technology in the valleys. The old outdated technology seems to hang around for a fucking long time. What was the one you mentioned, Pete, that I still don't quite believe?
I used to have to go up to the wall, change the channel on my nan's TV, because the remote was attached to the wall. So they
installed a TV remote into a wall.
It was you have the the remote connected via wire to the TV, and I don't know whether they done it or my grandfather done it, but it was attached to the wall where he used to sit. So you used to have to get up, go to the wall, change the TV.
It was fucking amazing when his chair was next to it, but then they fucking redecorated the living room.
Yeah, but then my nan and my grandfather like split up, so
you can keep the TV, but I'm taking in the fucking plumbed-in remote in the wall.
Which was quite odd to see people of that age like separating, but they never got divorced.
Right, he's like, fuck it, I gotta get a 4K one.
I was going to say, and he still fucking installs
download
the remote.
a smart app on my phone, my TV.
Still installs the remote into the wall. Can't lose the remote if it's in the fucking wall, but
I was class. It was like little it looked like a fucking gamepad. It was like a square, like gold side box with black front face and one for the volume, one for the channel.
Look at you showing your fucking guitar technician knowledge. If McNeil was here, he'd mention 6 times by now how he builds guitars.
I'm a luthier.
And twice I almost slept with someone.
He did phone me earlier to show me a scarf joint that he built on a guitar neck, and I'm going to bring it up next episode. So he talks about it for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to edit it out.
Oh, he's such a good guy. He does, like, McNeil, if you listen to this in the future, shave your head, man. Just shave your head, please.
Yeah. Well,
it's not doing anything for you, bro. Shave it.
He's about 10 years too late on our trend, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's trying to look emo.
Yeah, he is. He's going for the side part. And anyway, this episode isn't about fucking bragging on McNeil without him being here. We'll wait till he's back.
That's easy to talk about.
Fucking valleys technology, but what are the valleys?
Mate, the thing that epitomizes how behind the valleys are with technology is there's a video online of the news filming electric being put in the valleys.
Fucking, it was an exciting month last month, wasn't it? It's fucking wild.
I couldn't believe I was watching. It was from 1940s, I think, and they were finally electrifying houses in the valleys, which they were videoing and broadcasting on the news.
They were like shipping people out to be executed by the electric chair. You had no clue what was going on. What the fuck is this? What do you mean electric chair? What? Does it look like a chair?
But even in my lifetime, in my nan's house again, the one with the plumbed-in remote, she still had like old school kerosene lamps, which she used.
Fucking fire hazard city, that is.
Oh, and she smoked.
So the more you describe your nan, the more she sounds like a hipster.
She wears plaid. She's
She
34.
OG hipster, man.
Right, right. She smokes. She got a plumbed-in remote. She uses kerosene lamps. Bro, you gonna tell me she got like a cassette tape record label next?
Oh, mate, before the podcast, man, I was chatting with Dylan on about she repurposed the Pop Factory bottle to use as a rolling pin instead of ever buying a rolling pin. That's hipster.
That's boss. That is boss.
Someone should have bought your nan a rolling pin. Fucking hell.
She wouldn't use them.
No, shit, it is just hipster fashion. Your nan is now the height of 2015 fashion.
She's wearing like one of those t-shirts with Rihanna on it.
Wearing old school
Chinos.
yeah, old school Metallica shirts.
Man.
What are the Valley's outside toilets? Whose house got an outside toilet?
Mine. I've always had one, but it's never worked.
No, well, we had one in my house, and we had dogs, and we'd put the dog shit in the outside toilet.
Yeah, that's what we used it for.
And then pour it down with
with a bucket.
With a bucket. Fuck yeah. That we have inside toilets, by the way. Look up the Valleys; it's a gorgeous area. But then my dad was speaking to the guy that lived here before, talking about the fucking outside toilet. He's like, "Oh yeah, that doesn't lead anywhere. It's not plumbed in."
No.
So
It's
there's
just cesspit.
No, not even a cesspit. They just disconnected it.
It's just a backed up pipe.
Yeah, yeah.
Just wondering why like your vegetables are growing like super big.
Fucking hell.
Saying that, I don't know if ours was actually plumbed in anyway. But it doesn't matter now because it's gone. We paved over it and just forgot about it.
Yeah, I was just thinking about all the houses I know with outside toilets. I personally never had one. But I was thinking about
everywhere's a toilet when you shit outside like Skitty.
Oh, I've had many shits outside, bro. But I was
I've
thinking
been on house before.
There's one house, but she had a pet goat.
A pet goat?
A pet goat, yeah. The neighbours used to borrow it to have the grass. But I never saw the point of that. If we ever seen the grass cut by a goat, it's shit. It's terrible.
Well, that's my idea of goat landscaping down the pan. Thanks.
on about that, there's a story about growing up the Valleys. My first paper round that I had when I was 11, whenever I got to the end of my route, because it was on the rough side, it was on what's called the dark side of Pennygreg, well, council estate staff. There was a big banking at the end of the hill. I was right next to the mountain where the farms were. And the sheep would come down and they'd block me off and they'd get fucking aggressive and try and nick my papers. So every so often I'd have to try and fight sheep at the end of my fucking paper route to keep my fucking papers to finish my deliveries.
I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the school episode, but a sheep came into the school grounds one time and then the older boys kicked it to death.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, you're from Arbor anyway, so.
Yeah, well, I'm from Mount. There was one time where there was a sheep in my front garden, so the stereotypes are true.
There's always nuts when an animal got in there, like a dog, and it like 50 kids chasing it around and it doesn't know what to do. Just shit itself for the excitement.
What do you say?
Dog gets it, like 50 kids just emerge from the toilet shed. So chasing covered in dog
like
shit.
A clown car.
Yeah, I don't like Pennygreg because for one reason. We have been there. It was that job we did with our old boss.
Okay.
Where I got left there to put up drapes. And the woman said, just take my time. So I took my time and then she moaned about it and I had a fucking bollock in. she had him in the office and showed the CCTV. Like, look at him, he's useless, he's not doing anything. Oh. Look my fucking time I did.
That's rough, that is.
I know, couldn't believe it. If you listen to this, bitch.
Reminded me of the fucking time. What was it? It was New Year's or something. And it was about 1:30 a.m. and your fucking wife calls me and she's like, do you know where Richard is? I was like, no, he was working somewhere today. Oh, Pete, were you in the house for this?
It was New Year's because Steve was there, wasn't he?
Steve was there. Oh. So Richard's fucking wife phones me. And she's like, we can't find him. He's gone AWOL. So immediately I was like, all right, where were you walking home from?
I walked home from Porth, but I took the longer way home by mistake and I cut across Kilfynydd. I walked out all our road. I must have walked for an extra 10 miles on my journey. Got to mount. My foot finally gave in, and I laid on the floor and nearly froze to death. I got found at 6 a.m. in the morning.
That was it. They found me sleeping on the floor, yeah.
No, I was sleeping. I was nearly dead. I stopped feeling cold. I was getting quite warm.
I left my house and I was like, all right, if he's walking home from there, he has to walk through Mount. And I told him to pop in and see us if he's walking through Mount. So I went up and I marched about trying to find you. Little did I know that you were on the other side of the train station, freezing to death.
It's the worst night of my life.
So how many miles was it you fucking walked? Because, like...
Have a look at your phone there. Do Porth to Kilvarneth and then Kilvarneth to Mount.
Porth to Kilvarneth is a bloody trek. Porth to Ponty's an arse walk, which I've done.
It was a long walk, and I got like a persistent injury in my foot anyway. And my foot really swole. I took my shoe off. Big mistake, because then I could not get it back on.
You kept asking people for help, didn't you? And they thought you were a pisshead because it was New Year's.
Yeah, that was a really dark time. I was about to have like the light of my life snuffed out with just pure hatred in my heart for normies.
Oh man, and you were fucking literally a 5-minute walk away from me.
I was freezing. I never had been so cold in my life.
Oh, and I was trying to fucking help you. Yeah, and your missus phoned me hours later, like fucking, all right, the police have found him. He's all right. I'm like, fucking hell, what?
Yeah, it's about 11 miles.
11 miles? And you fell about...
Shit.
I fell at the final hurdle. I only had to get through Mount, and I'd be on the home stretch.
Well, you would have been at my house, and I would have seen, oh, Skitty's dying.
Yeah, I would have got to your house, and I would have been like, okay, I've got warmth. I've got warmth and I've got human contact after being ignored by everyone.
I remember you got really philosophical after your near-death experience at Mountain Ash train station. You were like, I am never going to dismiss anyone again. If anyone has... I have been ignored by the general public. Now I'm going to be the nicest guy. And honestly, I think you have become a better person since that.
Maybe I have, man. It's transformative. It was a bleak time, bro. Have you ever faced death?
No, not really.
No, me neither, but I nearly did. I nearly got to that point, and that was bad enough.
I've got a good valleys walking story. Because everywhere within your valley is walking distance. You can walk from Aberdeen to Pontypridd, no problem.
Well, it's all connected.
Yeah, well, roads and all there.
But easier if you go over the mountains, because you just think as a go flies.
That's how dickheads die, man.
I'm really glad something told me not to try to walk Mardy Mountain.
Dude, if you fucking stopped being able to walk at Mardy Mountain, you'd be fucked, mate. This would be the old school Skitty Memorial fucking podcast.
Do you remember that big guy? He died like 2 years ago. He was that guy.
Oh yeah, so walking story. I used to walk fucking from Aberdeen to Mountain Ash all the time after drinking because I don't know why, it was only like a fucking tenner for a taxi. But anyway, well, £10 was probably a lot to me when I was a 15-year-old drinking.
That's 3 pints, man.
Fuck, that's a... What? Wait, let me not get distracted now. So, I was out drinking on a Wednesday night in uni in Treforest, and everyone was like, oh yeah, you can stay at mine. And then the night ended, and I look around, and everyone's gone. Everyone's completely gone. I'm fucking trying to phone people, and they're ignoring me, and it's like, oh, fuck, I'm stuck in Treforest. All right. It's about 2 a.m., 2 a.m. Let's walk home. Oh, no, let's walk into Ponty and see if I can get a taxi. Walked into Ponty, tried to get a taxi, fucking nothing. Tried an Uber. There's no Uber in the fucking valleys. So I was like, right, I've done this before. I can walk from fucking Ponty to Mountain Ash. Let's do it. I start fucking stomping, walking. What's that noise?
It's from your headset.
Is it? It's gone now.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Just started and then...
Ghosts, man. All right, whatever. So I start trekking from Ponty, deeper and deeper into the valleys. My phone's dying. I'm walking. And then I look at a sign and I'm like, oh, fuck off. I'd walked into the wrong valley. I'd walked 4 miles into the fucking Rhondda, and it's just like, oh, fuck it out.
What's your top? Instead of Trev.
I saw a sign for Trev, and that's, but I fucking walked 4 miles into the wrong valley, and I was like, right, either I go over the mountain now, or I turn around and walk back to Ponty, and then walk back to fucking into my valley. I was like, oh, fuck it. I can't go over the mountain or I'll die. It was fucking freezing.
Yeah.
I walked back to Ponty, and then I was like, right, I'm just not walking anymore. I can't fucking walk anymore. My phone had died. It's like, oh, I had a math exam the next morning with uni. It's fucking 9 a.m. math exam. It's like, oh, fuck. I go into the kebab shop. I totally sobered up by this point as well. So dead sober, trying to fucking walk. Go into the kebab shop. It's like, look, man, if I buy like a £20 kebab, will your driver give me a lift home? And they told me to fuck off. So I go back out into the cold streets of Pontypridd, and I just start wandering around, and I start talking to the local tramps and, sorry, the homeless population. And they set up like a tramp city in the night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Like, there was, opposite the Tesco in Ponty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and the Marks and Spencer's, is it?
Yeah, the old Marks and Spencer's.
Yeah.
In the alcove there, they set up like a proper little town.
Mm.
And I start talking to this guy, and he's like, yeah, man, you can use my phone to try and phone a taxi now. And I was like, oh, sick. Why, this homeless person has got better connectivity than me. Try the taxis, because it's Wednesday night. Fucking nothing going on. And I start talking. I was like, so, how do you get a fucking phone as a homeless person? He's like, oh, I'm not actually homeless. I just hang about with them. It's like, okay, interesting. You just hang about with the homeless. He's like, yeah. And then I saw people coming up to him and giving him money. He was the fucking local homeless drug dealer.
That's awesome.
Well,
That's cool for the homeless people, bro. They're right there.
The thing is, middle of winter, they're going to need salmon again for the night, don't they?
Yeah.
That blew my mind, that did. And I was like, shit, I never thought that fucking homeless, more than anyone, need fucking drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Drugs and booze.
Well, half the homeless down Cardiff, just people from up the valleys. There was a guy from, I don't know if you remember him. I was used to sing on a toy microphone in Queen Street.
Mic
Trev. Fucking
Yeah.
Toy Mic Trev.
Dead now, isn't he?
Yeah, he was from Sherbet.
Fair play.
Yeah, the house.
He made it as a professional singer in the big city. That's a lot for a Valleys boy.
Hey,
Yeah, what we did being in fucking
a house, he had a car.
and stuff.
He used to make a lot of money doing that because he got famous and everyone knew him.
I bet he got far more pussy than us as well.
Oh no, I think he had a wife. I think he had a missus.
Oh my god! So he's succeeded in the fucking music industry.
Yeah.
Socially successful.
He owned
his own property.
Yeah, owned his own music. He wasn't a slave to a fucking record company. Oh, but anyway,
he is the biggest culty guy going, or was.
So I'm lurking around Ponty at about 4 a.m. at this point, and the police come up and talk to me, and I'm like, I'm freezing to death. They're like, all right, we're going to do our rounds, and if you're still here in 4 hours, we'll take you home. It's like, oh, thank you. And then, still, one of the most beautiful things in the world, one of the most beautiful things, the kebab shop closed, and the driver came out, and he was like, do you want a fucking lift home, mate? I was like, you beautiful, beautiful fucking man. And he gave me a lift home, and he said he just moved in, and he didn't have a telly, so I gave him a telly.
They had to be plugged in as well.
Yeah, let me just.
I regret telling anyone that. No, thanks.
Let me rip the remote out of the wall. You'll have a telly.
Mind the dog shit. But they've the outside toilet. That's not plugged in a minute.
No, that was what we used to do all the time. Like when we used to hang out down Porth as like teenagers, we'd order Chinese back to ours, go back to Penny Greg, and then jump in with the delivery drivers. So you go there anyway. I'm paying for delivery. I'll give you an extra £5.
Good people in the valleys. I don't care what people say. Fucking good people.
Yeah, man, I've done it. You know, when I go up hang out with Adam and all that up the valley.
Yeah.
Because I'm the only one that lives down the valley in Pennygraig. I just hang up by the petrol station next to the bank.
And hook yourself. Fucking wee little
Start
short
selling
song.
drugs to homeless people.
I just picked like one of the roughest looking little cars, and I'm like, he could do with an extra 10, no problem. And I'm like, mate, I give him 10, 15 quid if you run me to Pennygraig. He's like, you serious? Yeah. He's like, all right, wicked. Jump in, there I go.
Fuck, eh?
I've done it and all. I pulled up outside of Porth when I was on my first car, a gold Fiat Punto with electric blue light interior.
Proud of that.
Oh, it was sick. And then I pulled up, got to go to my mate's flat, have a bit of a smoke, watch some films. Pulled up, this guy comes out of the, what was it, the old post office, went back when that was a restaurant.
Okay.
No? You're not from my valley, are you?
It just delivers you from hunger.
See, he jumps out of this restaurant now and he's like, oh mate, I'll give you 20 quid if you run me to Anasea. Now that's a stone's throw from Porth. You can walk that in 5 minutes. I was like, 20 quid? He's like, yeah, I'll fill your car up 10 as well. We go to the pedal garage.
I'll fucking fill you up as well. I'll give you a shagging in the back seat.
He said, oh, I gotta go to Porth pedal garage to pick up a drink as well. All right, no worries. Got my mate off. He said, you seriously going to take him? I was like, yeah. He jumps in, pull around. His missus and his sister are standing there, and they're pretty fit as well. So I'm like, all right. Sister jumps in the front with me. Him and his missus in the back, fucking going at it. Get to the garage, you fill up, get a drink. On our way up, and she's and this fucking sister, she's like, well, I'm like 21 at the time. She's early 30s. 8, all right. She's early, no, nonsense. She's early 30s. She's chatting. She's asking me where I'm from. Why would I just accept a lift or some random? I'm like, well, I'm making 30 quid running out 10 minutes. Like, I'm not going to argue. But the drop, he's like, oh, drop us off by her. And my sister lives up there. She'll tell you where to go. And don't worry, you can go through her if you want. I was like, she looked at him as if I was to say, what the fuck? I looked at him like this. Hey, don't argue. She's up for him game.
Don't worry about that 20 quid, but I got your sister now.
Pays it back.
First thing she said was like, I'm not going to have sex, I've got a boyfriend. I was like, is he bigger than me?
And that's when you locked all the doors of the car, turned on the fucking...
Oh, no way.
Turned the interior lights from electric blue to romantic peach.
Peach is really romantic.
They weren't lights, the actual... it was called electric blue.
Okay.
The interior. But, yeah, no, we got up to her house. She's like, oh, no, I got a boyfriend. I said, is he bigger than me? And she said, no. I said, well, I don't have to worry then, do I?
And then,
no.
And then you didn't shag her.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Dan McNeil's story, man.
Yeah. So I ended up necking her for a bit, and then she invited me in for a drink. I went in and had a couple of drinks.
I didn't shag her, boys, but I swear she kissed me.
And then she wised up,
and
she was like,
"These are there waiting for you."
And then she wised up, and she was like, "Oh no, you got to go now." I was just like, "Okay, I did." Such is my life.
The patented Dan McNeil, how I didn't have sex story. I love it.
Hey, but at that time I didn't actually block myself, so.
So, moving on. Does anyone have any talking points?
No, none.
No.
Wonderful, amazing how we've all prepared so well for this fucking podcast.
I have actually got some stuff written down.
Well, fucking try one out, bud.
All right, and well, childhoods for a start.
We already did an episode on childhood, so.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's right. Oh, because I wasn't invited really, so no.
Fuck off! You were invited. You ignored the group chat. All right.
No, did you have? I remember you. Did you have books and tabs as well?
What?
You know, books and tabs. So like the shop I live across from always had a book, and if you went in there, you could say you had no money.
Oh, tick.
Yeah.
You're on tick.
Put me on a book.
Yeah, I'll have it for the tick, please.
The big book, and you'd always have the bills, and like when more working classes is that always families came in. It was like when their benefits come through, they pay it.
I had to go. Yeah, I had to go down and get. Bear in mind, it was about 8, 9 at the time. Go and get fags and beer for my family on tick.
All
Used to
money's
get me
in,
a little-
fags and beer for the fam.
Little handwritten note.
Yeah, always
It's like I'm
handwritten
trying to
note.
get a gym class or something, man.
You get a handwritten note in that way that it would be like absolve you of selling cigarettes to a child.
Yeah, like
It was an handwritten note from his mother, like.
Skitty
not
very
him.
quickly learned how to forge those notes.
Never.
The end of the month comes, and it's like, why the fuck is there £36 on tick for beer and fags?
You're just puffing away.
That's
kid.
double what we normally have.
Skitty's there with a fucking can of white stripe and a sore throat. Like, I don't know.
Oh man, he got to the point where the Pandy Inn was right next to the job centre,
Yeah,
Oh,
and they would cash gyros.
they would cat. That's amazing.
They would cash gyros for people. And they would take them. They would take them to clear tabs. It's basically a fucking crash. You see all the women dropping off the husband's eggs. It opens at 8 or 9 in the morning,
Well, it's good business, I suppose.
and they're all day. Well, it opens at 8. Not half for the alcoholics, and the other half for the working boys coming off a night shift.
Yeah, so there's functioning alcoholics and non-functioning alcoholics.
Yeah,
I'd pick. I'd want to be non-functioning.
Oh, it'd be nice to totally surrender
it's
yourself
just
to
less
alcohol.
responsibility.
Yeah, man,
innit?
just absolutely surrender to the void.
Yeah, once you cross that level of trying to be a functional alcoholic, and then you're like, no, this is just entirely it now. This is my life. I
What
don't
do
know.
Christmas. We want about. I only care for the bottle.
I got 17 bottles of Baileys I bought from a car boot. Every day is fucking Christmas.
What about alcoholics and drinking and valleys? My old man, his cousin in school. I know it sounds like my father's friend's best friend's dog fucking story.
Worked for Nintendo.
Yeah.
No one's gonna fact check you, Pete. You can lie for the sake of a good story if you want, mate.
He had a prescription for Newcastle Brown.
Fuck
Awesome.
off.
4 bottles per week because it was the only thing that would make him gain weight. And his father was like dangerously thin. And doctor said, you got to put on some weight. He said, I can't put on any weight. And he kept on trying to eat, and his metabolism was just insane. It was on like fucking, it turned up to 11.
That might be the heroin, but you know.
Or cancer.
Well,
Cancer.
who can say? But he had a prescription for 4 bottles of, and he used to go into the pharmacy and they used to stock it for him. Went
Oh,
to pharmacy.
actual prescription. I thought you said subscription to like
Oh,
a magazine.
a prescription
That's fucking
for 4
mental.
bottles of Nuki Brown every week.
That's amazing. I love Nuki Brown, and I got a taste for it from like being in bands and then going to like venues, and that's like the only consistent thing they had.
See, I never tried it. I've never tried it.
It's banging, bro. It's something about it, man.
Banging.
It's like
The old school one as well. You're supposed to drink warm.
Really? Fucking hell, that sounds horrible.
Because it was the old school beer. You're supposed to drink at room temperature. It was made to taste nice at room temperature. That's specifically what it was for.
I'm drinking
come to
this.
think of it, I never drank cold Nuki Brown. It was always off the shelf.
Yeah, that's how it always used to be. Now they got the star that turns blue.
Well, when it's warm enough.
When it's cold enough, they put it in fridges now. Always, everything's refrigerated now. But originally, old school British pubs and Welsh pubs, all the beer was warm, wasn't refrigerated. It was room temperature.
Yeah, that's because we didn't have fucking electricity in the valleys until, what do you say, 1989?
Felt like it.
When 2030 comes, all the valleys people will be able to listen to this podcast with their.
Then we're in some trouble.
After we slag them all off.
Yeah.
You laugh, but my mate still gets his his milk delivered by horse and cart.
Fuck off.
Yeah, in Triano.
That's amazing.
There's still a farmer that does it by horse and cart.
It's amazing. That's shit like that should be cherished. Honestly, just little things like that. I love it.
Man, it's just like it goes past the novelty and becomes then like the history. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, you should look after and cherish little things like that in your life. In my opinion, it enriches your life, doesn't it? It does enrich your life.
It adds a bit of charm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
To all the cars, and then just horse and cart delivering milk. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, we got a milk bar, not us personally, because our milk bar won't come up to where we are because the road's a nightmare for him, apparently.
And there's too many smackheads sat on the fucking steps next to your house.
Oh man, those low income flats, like, oh.
And there's too many kids. When he's parked up his van, just his pickup, just nicking juice and pop out the back.
Probably because it's by the town, isn't it? You know what people are like in towns. They've got no consideration for anything. Not even human life. I've nearly frozen to death. They don't give a fuck about me. They
Not
don't
that you
give a fuck
put that
about
about
paying
it.
for milk.
A milk bottle could have saved your life that night.
Or just a nice warm Nuki brown. Put on some weight as well.
Man, the milking, after I had the camping, finding that one house that's got a milkshake or an orange juice. It was quite scammy to nick off a doorstep, like, but
Well,
quick yoink of a bottle.
we found that this podcast is just grassing on ourselves a hell of a lot, isn't it? So what's that? Sorry, you used to go camping with your mates, and then in the morning.
We used to go camping because we live on the mountain right next to it. We would just walk up to the top, camp up, get drunk in the morning, wake up, grab a bottle of milk as a hangover cure.
See, whenever I used to go camping as a teenager, no fucking money, no tent, just in the darkness.
That's camping, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah, there was a shop in Aberdeen. They used to sell 2 bottles of wine for £5. Imagine the quality of this wine, 2 for £5. So we would buy 1 red, 1 white, mix them together in a 2-litre bottle and make a fucking turbo rosé.
That rosé made there.
Just vinegar with hand sanitizer that way, wasn't it?
No shit, rosé is red wine and white wine mixed together.
I don't know.
Pretty much.
Really? I'm sure someone's going to fucking
fact check this.
They do it it's like a convoluted process, but that's basically how it started. The original rosé.
Right.
Oh shit.
I'm sure that's bollocks because that's how I used to make rosé.
That might be a myth. Should we fact check? I'll fact check myself.
Fact check it because someone else will. We gotta get ahead of the curve.
Right. I fucking made a brutal curry the other day, and I had one just now. And I knew, if I eat this, I'm going to be shitting, and I need to disappear for a second. So you two carry on either creating content if you want, or just chat. I'll be back in a minute.
No, we'll put it on pause. I'm just going to log into WoW a second and see what's going on.
It's one of the first times I've actually physically talked to you, I think.
Fucking wild.
Yeah, probably the first, actually.
Yeah, I know you through Messenger, but not through...
You boys get to know each other then. I'll be back in a minute.
Man.
Yeah, well, did you say you played WoW? Or I am for years?
I am for years. I mean, I got back into it, I think it was 3-4 years ago. And... You just get to the point where you play so much that you're like, all I'm doing is fetch quests.
Yeah.
This is just one big fetch quest. Why am I bothering playing this? And then I get off it, and you know the worst thing is, I got off it, and then I started playing bloody RuneScape.
Yeah, RuneScape.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Lately I've been struggling the last couple of years to even game.
Well, just go through one of them things, is it? Or
yeah, like I just can't be asked. I'm burned out from work, dealing with idiots all day.
What do you do for work?
I work with them.
Oh yeah, you deal with idiots all day. Is it down in Cardiff? Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know Lewis from over there?
No, don't anyone from the valleys who works here.
Ah, fair.
Well, it's not from my school because fucking half of them are down there.
Yeah,
but, they're all in better jobs than me because they've been down there longer. But no, they get you walk around there. No. What about you? Do you work? And get these people phoning in about walking around. I was about my bloody bar job in. And you just get idiots constantly just shut up to the do, and I'm like, I just want to do nothing. I want to lay here and just do football. I just like chuck the TV on, watch a film, watch some episodes or something.
Yeah,
chill out, go to bed, wake up, do the exact same thing.
I know, man. It's the monotony of life, I guess. It gets to me sometimes, bro. Like I'm working in a factory right now, and it fucking sucks. It's just exhausted. Yeah.
And I basically got them to allow us to listen to music while we were in basically the factory floor filing records because it's so boring. You're on your own.
Yeah. There's
nothing to break it up. And I was like, we haven't got radio speakers out there. Can we have one headphone in?
Yeah. That makes sense, man.
And they were just like, we're thinking about putting radio in. I was like, if we put radio in, I said, I'd probably end up killing myself. I said, because you're all going to have it on Radio 1. I said, which I can't stand. And they play the same 5 songs over and over and over. I said, I'm just going to go nuts. I said, on the leader is going to be switch his headline to, and then he turned the gun on himself.
Yeah, the one thing I can't stand is Radio 1, man. Like all the radio presenters, they think we want to listen to them talking. No, you haven't got personality, guys.
No, the only one I could anyone I could sort of stand was Zane Lowe. That was because he would do specials. He had like Corey Taylor on once.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
And they had a heavy song competition where like Corey Taylor was like, no, listen, he's like, no, play this, and he was like playing obscure like fucking what did they play? Yeah, Radio One, and Demir Borgir was on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm listening to Demir Borgir and it's on Radio One, and like Corey Taylor's like, listen to this drop now, listen to this breakdown. And they play the song, and then Zane was like, damn, that's pretty fucking sick. But listen to this. I don't know if you've heard it yet. He's like, it's Axe Wound, and it's just when they come out, Axe Wound by... No. Axe Wound is the band.
Is Axe Wound, is that the guy at the... what do you call him? Fucking Jesus. Low Bridge End Band.
Bullet. Yeah, it was a mashup with a couple of other bands.
Yeah.
It was like a super group, quote air quotes. He's on this Axe Wound post-apocalyptic party.
Yeah.
I mean, my mate, like, we were running download together, loved the metal music and the scene, like, so we were driving round, and it came on as we were driving back from somewhere. We decided to stay out in the car driving around listening to it and seeing if we could see the confused people tuning into Radio 1 in their cars and just getting fucking blown away by the metal that was playing.
Yeah.
You could see it, they reached over, flicked the Radio 1, and then just sort of like, oh, the fuck, mouth that, and then just turn it off, turn the volume down. But post-apocalyptic party had like a double breakdown, and I was like blown away. I was like, oh my god! I started listening to him then, and he'd have like all different types of artists on. He had like some blues guys on, and then he had like other rock and other metal shit. But
it's fucking cool. I'm looking at Axe Wound now to see what other bands.
But normally, like, it's just a pile of shit on Radio 1. So I would have just blown my fucking brains out.
Yeah, that's the fucking thing, man. I can't stand it. It gets on my nerves, man.
What's that now?
I know, we're just saying about, like, when we started off with gaming and we just went off a tangent, but wasn't about breaking up the monotony of a job by listening to music. I said I can't stand if they put the radio on and it'll be Radio 1 and the monotony and fucking same 5 songs.
Let's fucking smash it out there because I got about 20-25 minutes because my missus got deadline day today. Let's fucking get some really good content out, boys.
Okay, any ideas, boys?
Did you have the type of like vigilantism of the sort of the community was sorted out? We won't phone the police.
My valleys did have that, but I always fucking got away with it. They'd always be after me with their torches and pitchforks, but fuck them.
We had it, but sort of not to be sort of we'll sort it out. To sort of not to be not to be a grass.
Yeah, I think that's
it was such a stupid mentality.
Well, I don't know. I think when it's such a poor background, the valleys, a lot of people fucking had to turn to crime and that. But
there was it was just like a massive distrust to the police. Like, yeah, that, like historically growing up in the valleys, like you said, it was like pinching and nicking was. Like I did it when I was a kid, but
that's the fucking Valleys cover of Beastie Boys rhyming and stealing and fucking pinching and nicking. Pinching and nicking on the 7 Cs.
But there was a code. Your local shops, your local non-chain shops, you don't touch them. You go to Co-op, you go to Tesco, you go to chains. Perfectly fine to steal from them. Everyone did it. Like, you'd have competitions. You got to a point where like we'd have competitions in school of what ridiculous shit you could get away with, and it was like a case of we used to go into Co-op or like Woolworths. We found out there was no cameras on the sweet aisles, so literally the shelves would be empty after lunchtime, and they'd make no fucking money.
I accidentally stole from Woolworths at one point because I'm stupid.
How'd you accidentally steal?
Go on.
Because family friend, he said that we met up in town with my other friend as well. We just come from swimming, and he told us his uncle works for Woolworths, and he said we can have the Pokemon cards. So they go in and grab the boxes and walk out, and I did.
Oh my god, they're going to rob Woolworths for Pokemon cards. That's probably about 30 grand's worth of merch nowadays. Those first series Pokemon cards.
Those ones,
yeah, the starter boxes. Like fucking loads of random shit. That shit. But yeah, man, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it.
Fucking class, man. Don't steal things. Get someone else to steal them for you.
Yeah, man. Good works for Woolworths. Don't live from Pokemon cards. But
Fucking class.
I was landed. I mean, he took the shinies out and he gave me all the Pokemon cards. I had about fucking 30 Rapidashes and shit.
You want a full deck, like.
Full deck of just basic cards.
Just energy cards that no one used because no one actually played it.
I honest to fuck, I had a full first edition collection and pretty much a complete Team Rocket one as well. But my mother would have thrown him out long before now.
They still work as currency in the valleys.
Yeah, shit. What guy? I used to love.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And Yu-Gi-Oh.
So.
Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh. We used to go to Ponty. There was a pension when we were back in 12, 13. Go to Ponty, like Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
You're a serial thief, you are.
I know.
No, it was just that thing. Like,
whenever you
looking over your pinched merch by downing a bottle of stolen milk.
it was just the thing, man. You know, you'd walk in to a few, especially in school. It was so easy. You'd walk in, right, like co-op, and for some reason, right, you're in the middle of the valleys, right. You're a co-op, yet they've got no CCTV cameras on the drink aisle.
Because they didn't have power.
Just those mirrors.
On the drink aisle. But
they had a TV remote plumbed into the wall.
This is how stupid that we were. And you could tell.
They used to have those curved mirrors.
Yeah, is it concave or convex? Which one, bro? Which one?
Convex.
Concave goes in like a cave. That's a fucking lesson for you.
My mind's blown.
That's a patented uni boy fucking lesson there. I learned that year 3 of uni.
If it was Dan, that would have somehow come around to the time you almost had sex. Like a vagina. I nearly.
Oh yeah, we built the convex guitar.
Nearly fucked the convex vagina. Nearly fucked the vagina.
Oh fuck. So
anyway, sorry, Dad, if you listen to this, bro. I do love you.
You know we don't listen to him back.
No, he barely fucking turns up to record up. No,
he's been here for everyone recently. Anyway, we go back to the valleys being the fucking Wild West. Have you ever seen pubs in the valleys? That's a fucking good conversation. Shit that happens in the pubs in the valleys. One of my favourite fucking valleys pub memories was when I used to put on those gigs in the White Lion and I booked your band, Skitty.
Oh, what a fucking gig, man.
Fucking amazing, man.
Bro. That was amazing.
Fucking,
come on.
Booked it and I had fucking having people pay tickets on the door and they're like, well, we can't have underage kids in here. I'm like, all right, well, what if I give people over 18 a blue wristband and people under 18 a red wristband? They're like, yeah, that could work. Of course, I gave every fucker a blue wristband. Bunch of pissed up 14-year-olds. And then the locals were still in the room. I'm like, you might not enjoy this. And then they're like, well, you're not going to kick us out. And I was like, okay. Fucking deep into the night, Skitty's band comes on, fucking the Dweller, one song in, and he's climbing over tables, kicking drinks into people's faces, not accidentally, just booting full pints at people. Oh, it was like the fucking Wild West hours.
Remember that one guy, the one regularly tried to come up and he was like, come on, but off the table, trying to grab the mic and all that. You could be a fucking hero, man. You don't want this place to be in the newspaper next week for your death. Leave me alone.
We've taken over now, but this belongs to us.
The Marsha is now by the Goths.
Fuck yeah.
That was a good gig,
Marsha. Oh, you're a Marsha, are you?
I really enjoyed the Valleys gigs we put on because there's no way, like, we're all fucking smelly alternatives, you know, filthy long ears, and there was no way we could go for gigs. And
it was the Dog and Muff, me. That's the pub name, that is. Dog and Muff. You go up, you'd have your alt nights on the Friday, or every third Friday, and like you said, you'd have a circle with an X in it if you were under 16.
Or if you were straight edge. If you were a straight edge soldier at the Dog and Muff, like.
Or if you were over 18, you'd have a stamp which said over 18. So I just go up to someone, say, "You're a fag, I can have your stamp," and they'd be like, "Yeah." They get a stamp, press it to my hand, pull it away, dry it in the hand dryer in the toilets.
The same could have been achieved by bringing a Sharpie, but you know.
It was a specific over 18 stamp. It was the words like.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, but you get really good at forging it, wouldn't it? Or you could lick each other's hands pre-COVID days.
Oh, yeah, man. So that's what we would do. We'd lick their hands, they'd stamp it, dry it under the hand dryer in the toilets, walk back out and get pissed at 14.
Do you know what I had thought about
Mm.
the other day? There's people with kids born after 9/11. There's people legally taking pipe in porn films. Born after 9/11.
They weren't there for when the towers fell.
Yeah, after post 9/11 must like that's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy.
Why did that pop into your head?
vagina. Well, it just blows my mind, man. It's like I remember that.
I remember
the
being
towers.
8 years old when the towers fell. That affected me.
Yeah, same. I remember. I think I said on one of the other podcasts.
But the day of school
protested
was
in
great.
school.
You got a day off school?
Yeah.
I
Fucking.
was never in. So,
Did you ever go to any school?
no, I
You
never, man.
But
I got one of the worst attendants ever, probably.
But child drinking in the valleys, I remember the first time I got fucking drunk was in what's it called? The New Inn.
Dog and mouth.
In the Dog and Muff, I licked a boy's hand. It was in the New Inn in Mountain Ash, and it was like the anniversary of the new ownership, and they had a band on, and they were selling. I was 15 years old. They were selling just cans of Strongbow for £1 each, and then they had this punch on the bar that must have been everyone was just going and spiking it, and we were drinking it. And I remember the first time, you know, when the entire world starts spinning.
Yeah.
Sat on a fucking park bench outside there with the entire world spinning, and it's like, is this what being drunk is? This is fucking horrible.
Trying to will yourself to be sober.
I need to go home. It's like, is this
and
forever?
Only like cider because it was sweet. All the lagers tasted like arse.
Oh, fucking hell. But I remember walking home from there. It must have been about 9 p.m. I was fucking wasted. It's 15-year-old. To be fair, I did look about 20. Absolutely fucking munted. Walking down the middle of the street, and this car drives in front of me in the junction and stops, and I just run into the side of it, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. And she unwinds me, and she's like, you all right? You all right? I'm like, yeah, don't tell my mum. They just drive off. I walk down to the other junction, get hit by another car, except this time, like, properly hit by a car. Over the bonnet.
I was camping, man.
Freaking. But that night, I got home, got into bed, climbed into my bunk bed, climbed into the top bunk of my bunk bed. I just spewed everywhere.
Oh, million.
Oh, my parents.
That first time that you don't realise you should drink a pint of water, give it 5 before you lie down. In the dark, spinning. Ugh. I remember those.
Fucking wild. Camping stories, and you got any stinking camping stories?
Camping was the first time I ever got drunk. First time, well, not the first time I ever got drunk, but first time I started drinking as a teenager.
Yeah.
And I was a fucking lightweight, man. I used to, 2 cans would do me. I'd be drunk. I would be like dead or off 1, pissed on 2. Yeah. We used to buy flagons.
Drinking White Storm in the park. That's a Valley's national holiday. That is
White Lightning.
It was either White Lightning, Diamond White, or just good old Strongbow.
Do you remember when they were trying to bring in that tax?
£2.50 a flagon. Insane.
Do you remember when they were trying to bring in that tax to 4 like giant flagons of super strong cider like that, that like doubled the price of them from £2.50 to like a £5? And I was there like, they're destroying Valley's culture. How the fuck are the kids going to get drunk now?
My cousin Tom's got an interesting theory about how that's up the amount of knife crime in Britain.
Well, yeah, you've got to rob twice the amount of people if your fucking alcohol's doubled in price, isn't it?
Oh no, he said it's just getting too expensive for the kids to drink, so they're going out and trying to get other ways to prove that they're hard. They start carrying knives. If you carry knives, you're more likely to stab someone.
Yeah, I've never stabbed someone without a knife, to be fair.
Exactly.
But back to steal. I never stole as a kid from shops. I was a fucking good boy. I remember going to party with my girlfriend and her friends at the time, and they were there stealing fucking what's it called?
Bottles of milk off toast.
No, they were stealing fucking makeup. That's what they were pinching. They were a bunch of emo goths, and imagine
name and shame, bro, right now.
That was it.
You fucking thieving bitches! I ended that. I don't
that's why fucking Valley's economy isn't working, because everyone fucking steals.
Yeah,
but
no, man.
It's got better.
They were stealing fucking makeup and that. And I was a good boy. There was no way I was fucking pinching. So I bought a Pepsi Max and fucking...
Told him to keep it change.
And I asked for a receipt. So I was there with my
Oh my God.
Fuck yeah. And then we were sat outside on the benches outside. And they were going through their haul of things they weren't even trying to hide it. You know, they thought, oh yeah, they got away with it once. And they thought, oh yeah, you can't just go in and steal it. And we were sat on the bench right opposite the shop. And then security and the manager came out and they were like, all right. And they pulled him in for nicking all this makeup. And I was there with my Pepsi Max and my receipt. I was like, I am fucking clean, but...
Yeah, I've never stolen. I apart from inadvertently that like one time. Well, I got a good moral compass.
Oh man, it was just like Rob and me. It's just the damn thing. Again, circling back to the dog and muff, when it was I worked in the Glam, I used to drink in it regularly when you lived up that way in Llanapia. He said, oh, there would be a guy come in, never had a job in his life because he was a bit tapped up upstairs.
So standard Valleys boy, Anne.
Yeah. You know, every village has got the one crazy person walking around and everyone knows who they are. But he'd walk in and he'd say to the boys who were on break from building site or whatever, do you want anything from Leeks? And they'd be like, yeah, okay, give him a shopping list. He'd walk down the road to Leeks, put everything in a trolley, walk out with it, not pay. Just straight cash because he didn't care if he got a cold because he'd been caught pinching loads. Just walk out with it, act like he'd already paid for it. They wouldn't stop him. He'd come in with about 2-3 grand's worth of stuff, the power saws, the lot. And then he'd go, oh, just give me 200 quid for the lot so I can have a drink and I can pay my rent.
Here we go. And that's why...
It was just a done thing.
Well, I was wondering why the fucking Valley shops weren't surviving, why they weren't fucking succeeding. Right, Pete, you're going to have to be careful with you touching the table and that button is picking it all up.
I'm trying to scratch the balls less vigorously. Yeah,
wondering why the Valleys is suffering and there's no fucking economy. It's because Pete's robbing everyone.
No, but like I said, there were rules to that stuff. You know, chains were fine, local shops no go.
You are truly a man of the people. But you'd still fucking rob milk from families that desperately needed it.
They didn't desperately need it. You'd take one of like 4. You wouldn't see the only bottle of milk.
That's just everyone gets one bottle of milk, myself included.
It's like, hold on, I got morals.
Yeah, I got some morals, right? I wouldn't take the gold top or whatever.
You just didn't like it.
Pure cream. Like I said, there was rules, and you'd go around like there was never anything with my dad or my mother because they both worked. But like I'd go around friends' houses and they'd be like, right, we gotta pretend like there's no one here now. I'm like, what do you mean? Don't make any noise. Why? Our collection man's at the door, like. And it's like, I'm like, who the fuck's a collection man? It's like, oh, we haven't paid the catalogue.
He's coming after you for all that fucking milk you pinched.
Yeah, or we've done the electric, or we've hobbled the gas, or it's just anything. You know, people used to do it all the time. Go to mates' houses and they'd have a box on the electric. The dad be fiddling with it, and they'd be like, "What's that for, Dad?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to do the electric man." They just plug up this box, and it wouldn't count off the electric.
That's pretty fucking cool. I had a similar thing growing up. I always shout through the letterbox to get into my house.
Well, you had to shout through the letterbox to get into your house?
Yeah, like, God!
Or was it always locked?
Always locked, and you wouldn't answer the door otherwise. Fuck a TV license, bro. The gas man. Well, we didn't have gas, we had fires, but the electric man.
That was another thing. A lot of I grew up. It was always none of this central eating.
We don't like central eating.
On about I said that like it was
family.
None of this posh electric eating. But no, they had there's still still now people still get coal deliveries. We go to truck goes down with sacks of coals.
Yeah, they still got a coal fire there. Yeah,
there's still fireplaces going. I had one when I was a kid, all through my childhood. I fucking loved it. You used to do that thing, write the Christmas list to Santa, and then you put in a fire, and the ashes would go up, and then the ashes would land in his fireplace and appear as a perfect list of what you wanted for Christmas.
The magic of childhood.
Yeah, the innocence. Like, I remember going over the park, and there was a couple of we saw was a mix of age groups to live right by one, playing after the game of Fox and Hounds.
Boys will catch you, Willie.
No, the older boys just say, "Oh, you know, Father Christmas is not real, right?" And I was like 6, and I was like, "Yeah, I know." And inside, I was like crying.
Oh, I can't remember when the illusion was destroyed for me.
I remember because I had to, like, it was like me and like 5 of my friends, and we were all like literally tearing up, and we could none of us could fully cry because it was all the older cool kids, and we were like, yeah, we know, we're older, we know, we're not stupid.
Fucking hell.
The screens just got shattered, like.
And then it's like, don't worry, have this fucking bottle of £2 cider, and that'll sort you out.
All right, fucking valleys we are. I was 6.
Yeah.
Not bloody Russia.
Our one Russian fan 10 years from now will be like, shouldn't have said that. We didn't fuck about with cider. All right. We got anything left in us?
I don't know.
Probably something hiding somewhere.
You got any ideas, Pete?
Did you guys have certain families as well who were famous for certain things?
No.
Oh.
So yeah, but
Like
I
what?
reckon
Is it a story in this,
Skitty definitely had it.
What's your family famous for? He once stole 6 bottles of milk.
No, not my family, but you had like when you go to school and you could tell from the teachers' reactions, like they say the last name was Trembeth or something. You'd be like, oh right, you know, they're known for fighting and for being.
Yes, we had that family. I think I spoke about them in an earlier episode. We had the fucking like the craze of the valleys.
Well, that's the thing, though. We've got the craze of the valleys. Everyone calls them the craze.
You got those,
what surname did you say? Trembeth.
Yeah.
Out of all the names you could come up with.
No, it's like genuine family, don't get like.
Oh, right.
I don't know the name and shame.
No offense to the Trembeth.
No offense. I know a lot of them, like, but they had the reputation for being the hardest kid in each year. And like there's loads of them, and they're all brothers and cousins.
There's one poor Trember stuck in the middle that just wanted to dance, man. He just wanted to dance. They wanted him to be a fighter, but he just wanted to dance.
You know, you had like and the Francises from Clydach, who lived on Francis Street.
They had a street named after him.
There was a street named after Francis, and they lived on Francis Street. And it was like, he got stabbed in the face while fighting, and still won. And it's like,
because
it's like,
stabbed him in the brain, and he's lost all motor functioning, so he's had a crew out to fucking beat him up.
Yeah, but then you see him, and he's actually got scarred on the middle of his face. It's like, no, he actually gets stabbed in the face with a knife.
Well, like you said, it's hard to stab someone without a knife.
All right. Was this just those are supposed to be like a bit of a support, and all I've done is get abused.
Oh, all right, Dan.
I mean, fucking can't wait for him to come back.
Well, that's.
I can just steal everything towards him. Then.
Well, that's what the old school goals is about. We all bare our souls and then fucking take the piss out of each other. Yeah, stop fucking crying, bud.
All right.
Harden up, like take a teaspoon of cement and harden the fuck up.
Make like a banana and go away.
But fucking all right. So, what changed the perception of the valleys really aggressively? Do you remember when that show, The Valleys, came out? Fuck
yeah. Fuck me. Like, what the fuck was that?
Jesus. They embarrassed us, didn't they? They made us all look fucking foolish. It was popular all over the UK.
Jeez. Right.
I like shagging stuff like that.
One of them, right? The girl, the short one, Jenna, big, massive fake tits. I got a law degree.
That's all.
Tonna Revel.
Tonna Revel, law degree.
Yeah, well, I found out with her a couple of times since the show and before the show. Said she was at parties, house parties and stuff, at different pubs. And they're like nothing like they are on the show. It is all
No, because on the
But they
fucking
do-
show,
It's engineered.
they go
Very
on, they
closely
take them
engineered.
out on a night out, and then the fucking producers fill them with fucking cocaine and booze,
Yeah.
and they're just like, be funny, be entertaining,
Mhm.
or we'll just get someone else to be on the show. You know, it's fucking. I hate reality TV, but that's another one.
Yeah, it's like a picture of
Reality
fucking
TV. It's not even
photo
like
of a.
real.
It's just
God, I
nothing.
hate reality TV. I hate the Valleys, the TV show as well.
It's the same as all of them. The making Chelsea's.
I like shagging.
You know, it's just done, it's just done nothing.
shagging.
To be fair though, I am Dylan, and I like shagging.
I am Richard, and I too like shagging.
We are the old school ghouls, and we like shagging.
Shagging and stealing milk.
Yeah, shouting through letterboxes.
Ah,
Hey.
I would stab you, but Pete's Amnesty fucking charity took my fucking knife away from me.
Took my life away.
Stuck in Francis' face.
Took my life away. Fucking can't stab someone if you're dead, but
Never mind, we'll all go down the dog and muff.
Yeah, that's literally what it's called. It's the best
I know,
name ever.
bro, I genuinely believe you.
It's
Genuinely.
class, man.
we need to book some gigs there.
I put it back up, but it's not a decent all.
Where is it?
Llanapia.
Oh, nice.
I went to college in Llanapia. That was that's deep valleys. That is.
Yeah, that is very deep valleys. It's weirdly deep.
Yeah, because it's not as deep as you can go.
No, I know. That's crazy in itself, man.
Yeah, I guess after like deeper on than that, I guess a little bit. The hills have eyes, though, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
We start going where Sparches lives, and
It's weird stuff that only happens in the valleys. Do you remember up the tip? My dad was telling me a story. Up the tip, it was just after the movie The Dolls at the Valley of the Dolls came out. All the guys that worked in the fucking tip took the heads off dolls, like thousands of them. They collected dolls' heads and dolls' heads. And then you have to drive through this deep fucking dark tunnel under the trees, and they put all these dolls' heads on the branches of the trees. So you drive through there, and there'd just be hundreds of dolls' heads looking at you.
That's creepy. I've worked up the tip.
You have.
Yeah.
If we release we need to release those.
Snake.
We need to release those demo episodes.
No, never. Somebody found
no,
a dead snake on the line and they swung it about.
Why can't no? We need to release those demo episodes.
No,
man.
we can't. Man.
Why not?
Never, man. I haven't even heard that. Maybe.
I'll censor them.
Okay, send it to me first. Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
do a collaborative edit on them.
yeah.
I forgot too much work. I just get it to come up to talk.
All right, we'll just take all the fucking names out, and then it's fine.
And the bullying.
And the bullying. Well, yeah.
Well, I never took part in that, but it's...
No, you were telling a story, a second-hand story. Now we're gonna hype up these demo episodes now, so everyone will be like, "That sounds quite interesting." And then just never release them.
Just get the buzz going around them.
Yeah, all 7 of the people who listen. Like,
We want to thank you.
Wouldn't mind listening to those. I've got else to do.
Better than this fucking episode. This shit.
All I do is shag.
Who's this fucking Pete boy they got on?
Absolutely useless, like.
Nah, you're cool, bro. I like you, Pete.
I don't know, I like you too, man. I don't like this Dylan boy.
Right, so you do know...
Babes at me.
You love her, but you love your abuse.
I do.
But I was thinking fucking in Mountain Ash, the only places that fucking survive are pubs, betting shops, and hairdressers. There's about fucking 30 pubs, 30 hairdressers, and 30 betting shops. And to be fair, Mountain Ash, when it comes to the economy of it, is just one street.
Yeah.
And I was, you said, God bless people who try to start businesses in the valleys, but they will die because Pete and his mates will just steal all your stock.
Yeah.
I was wondering why.
You can't steal from hairdressers.
You can still go in and steal. Yeah, you can. Just get a haircut and don't pay.
Just run off.
They've clued on to that. That's what they do, right? The last haircut I went for, you've got a reception room, and you've got to walk through a hall, which is like curved, into the back of the shop, and get your haircut there, and then walk through the front and then pay. They set up barriers now. You can't just cut and dash like.
It's just like a fucking train station hairdresser, is it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep you in pens.
But you say about hairdressers, I just think that's the one of the only viable options for girls in the valleys start their own business.
Hey, no, not just girls. Fucking Scott was a hairdresser. Well, that was also in the demo episode. That's not going to fucking come out for ages. Yeah. There's you can't really get work if you stay in the valleys. So I've decided to move to the big city, Cardiff, and get no work here as well.
But like you said, I think every girl I know has at least once dabbled in hairdressing from around by me. I don't know if it's the same up by you.
Oh yeah, well, it was just Valley's education, wasn't it? You're just given a vocation. Yeah. What is it, like childcare or hairdressing?
Hair and beauty, yeah.
Or open a vape shop.
Or open a vape shop. Yeah, vape shops are taking off now.
Can't wait for them to fuck off, to be honest. They all look so tacky.
They do. They always look. They just don't do anything with them. I know it's not much to do with the vape shop, but you just walk in. There's shitty carpeting. There's a shitty little cabinet with about 3 vapes in that's got no business having being that size for holding 3 freaking models. And they've got nothing in there, just a wall of juices. It's like,
well, why do we start?
Do you really need 20 square feet for this? Like,
well, why do we start investing in Valley's businesses then? Clearly, we need to be with our massive fucking earnings from our podcast. Let's reinvigorate the Valleys now that we've left the EU. No fucker else is going to do it.
Yeah, start a vape shop.
Start a vape shop.
Let's get
old school goals, lung juice,
lung butter,
lung.
The melbo. What's it? If they legalize weed, I'd open a dispensary in a second.
No, everyone who is smart enough is waiting for that, and they've already got their business plan sorted. They've already got all the, because they're going to need licenses and everything. Anyone who's got their fucking head screwed on will have that already pinned down. And I bet you the day they fucking legalize it, within 2 weeks, there'll be fucking loads opening up.
Thing is, it depends, because if they do it like America, where when they first opened up certain states, you couldn't have a dispensary over a certain square footage.
That's fine. They could have 20 square foot, the shitty carpet, and the crappy cabinet, and there's a wall full of buds.
Well, the perfect place would be the industrial estate right by me, where they got Sub-Zero on the
Sub-Zero's banging, bro.
Exactly. And cheese. What are your thoughts on the summer of it through? But the Valley businesses fail just because there's not because I pinch. I think it's just
you don't think yourself now.
Yeah, I'm like, hang on a minute. Is it because they won't pinch? I don't know. I've been that sort of attitude for a while now. A long while.
I'm doing well now, innit? You got a job.
I can afford to pay for my own shit now.
You got a one bedroom flat upstairs from your parents. It's all good. Yeah. You have to use the outside toilet, but
Oh, at least I got my own bucket. I mean, fucking flush it down with
a bucket to call your own.
Living the dream.
Yeah, I think I'm running out of juice space. I think.
Yeah, are we tapping now?
My missus is due home and she's stressing out because she got work doing tomorrow.
No worries, but.
Right, no, genuinely, no. I mean, I don't want this into the podcast, but I've enjoyed this little chat. It's just chilled, like.
Nice chilled one.
Harder though to keep it up, innit?
Yeah,
just 3.
Yeah, 3 is fucking difficult. All right. Yeah. Well, that's a lesson learned. I'll probably rip this down to like 45 minutes or something.
Oh yeah, just have a fucking. There's a bunch of gems in there. I think.
Yeah, we keep the greatest hits. Cut out everything Pete says.
Yeah.
All right, and
it's good to speak to you.
Yes, it's true. Man. Really well. It'd be good to have.